We got a great matchup here tonight as we will be watching the NBA 2026 playoffs. We have a great matchup between the 6th seed Minnesota Timberwolves and the number 2 seed San Antonio Spurs. I will let you guys know I'm a little under the weather, so please bear with me. Game 1 of the semifinals. Timberwolves are coming in with a 49-33 record, and the San Antonio Spurs are coming with a 62-20 record. Victor Wembanyama, first possession of the game, Defensive Player of the Year, getting a block and a stop for the San Antonio Spurs. Rudy with a block of his own. Rudy Gobert, former 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, and Wemby comes down and gets another one. It's a block party out here. Starting 5 for Minnesota, we got Mike Conley, the veteran floor general, filling in for Dante DiVincenzo, who unfortunately tore his Achilles in the first round against the Denver Nuggets. And Anthony Edwards is back tonight. Minnesota definitely Minnesota definitely missed him. He's averaging 28 points per game. He's probably not 100%, but they will need him for this series. Jaden McDaniels comes down, gets a layup. He's a long, elite wing defender, dropping 30 points in his last outing, Game 6 of the first round of the NBA playoffs against the Denver Nuggets. He was huge. Devin Vassell averaging 13 points and 4 rebounds. He gets 1 to go. Minnesota looking to answer back. The veteran Mike Conley puts up a 3. No, it's off. Rudy Gobert with the offensive rebound and the dunk. Rudy Gobert is averaging 14 points per game and 12 rebounds a game. Double-double for the big man late in his career. Still getting it done. Back-to-back buckets for Rudy Gobert as the Timberwolves get a stop down on the other end. Rudy's got 4 points in this game. Stephon Castle's coming down. He hits a 3. This game is due for a good finish. The score is now 12-17 in favor of San Antonio. San Antonio's coming to this game 2nd seed in the Western Conference, averaging 120 points per game. That's 3rd in the NBA. So they're finding ways to put the ball in the bucket. Minnesota, though, 6th, just out of that top 5 spot in 3-point percentage. And, today's game is all based on threes, so that'll be big. As compared to San Antonio, who's 16th in the league. That's about 500 in between all teams. Ant, what a snatchback 3. He's starting to feel it. Coming back from injury, and seems like he's unbothered. De'Aaron Fox blocked on the other end. Bones Highland now in the game. Julius Randle with the dunk at the other end. Bones Highland is a key contributor. I think he had about 13, 14 points last game coming off the bench in a crucial Game 6 to eliminate Denver, the team that also traded him last season. So I know that had to feel good for Bones Highland. Me personally, I'm a fan of his game. He creates a lot offensively, even though he's coming off the bench, and he is a great shooter. Devin Vassell coming down with the 2-hand jam in the middle of the lane. Coming down back on the other end, Naz Reid puts up a shot, blocked by Wemby. Champagne down on the other end, 3. Gets it to go. Minnesota is on a run right now. Only down 3. Naz Reid swings it to Mike Conley in the corner. He gets another one to go. Excuse me. Naz Reid is also a key bench player, averaging about 13.5 points per game. Speaking of Naz Reid, he gets down in the lane to his left hand and gets a layup. Back down on the other end, San Antonio gets a layup. This game has had a lot of lead changes. 36-37 in favor of San Antonio. Now Mike Conley hits another three. He's having himself a great game this first half. Couple minutes left to go in the second quarter. Conley gives it to Randall. Floater gets it to go. Wemby down on the other end, comes down the lane. And he's just something different. Wemby is going to be a generational talent. He's 7'4", he's long, unanimous defensive player of the year. He was in MVP conversation. I think he's definitely going to be an NBA champion one day. Let alone his offense. He's great on the defensive side of the ball, which probably contributes to this team being a top 10 defensive team in the league. His influence on the defensive side of the ball, he takes up so much space and he's so long. It's hard to go up on him in the paint, and especially on the perimeter. If he's jumping at a jump shot, he can alter your shot. Speaking of Wemby, he just gets a block on Naz Reid. And we have a timeout on the floor. I think Julius Randle would be a game changer in this series. He's averaging 22 points per game, 9 rebounds, and just when he gets hot on the offensive side of the ball, you know, they kind of follow behind him if Anthony Edwards isn't hot. He's not the main option, but when he gets hot and he gets his isolation calls and he's one-on-one, he's hard to stop. He's 6'8", 230. He's pretty strong when he gets down in the paint. He's strong with the ball. I also think for San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox averaging 20 points per game, 7.8 assists per game. Also with playoff experience. Speaking of Vaselli, just gets an assist to Julian Champagne coming out of the break. But he also has previous playoff experience. His last playoff outing, I believe, was in Golden State when he was with the Sacramento Kings. They ended up losing that game, Game 6, to be eliminated. But experience is great, especially for this young San Antonio Spurs team, as Rudy Gobert has 2 defenders on his back, and he gets the offensive rebound, no call. Jaden McDaniels, pulls up for the mid-range jumper. Vassell comes back down and gets a bank shot off the left block. Minnesota coming down, looking to answer. Jaden McDaniels working again, goes up, and he's blocked by Wemby. Wemby's got to beat. Excuse me. Wemby has now 7 blocks in this game. He's looking to have a triple-double as he has 10 points and 7 rebounds and 7 blocks in this game. In game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals, looking for a trip to the Western Conference Finals. The winner of this series will play the Los Angeles Lakers or the Oklahoma City Thunder, whose game is on Tuesday, May 5th at 8:40 Eastern Time. p.m. Sorry, had to add that. And on the Eastern Conference side, we have Detroit and Cleveland will be playing, as well as the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knicks. That game occurred yesterday. The Knicks ended up taking game one in Madison Square Garden. Philadelphia coming off of a great, a great series a great series in the first round of the playoffs against Boston Celtics, who won an NBA championship just 2 years ago. So they're coming in a little bit tired. New York won their series in 6 against the Atlanta Hawks, so they got a little bit of extra rest. We are going into halftime. I have enjoyed speaking to you guys, and we will get back to you after the break.